that we prioritize the people that don't share Western values, and we don't bring the people that could potentially share Western values. I'll give you an example. The best example of how our legal immigration system is messed up is Minneapolis. Have you been to Minneapolis in the last 5 years? It is unrecognizable. And when you come into this country and you have someone like Ilhan Omar that talks endlessly about how awful America is, despite being a beneficiary.
Yes, sir, guys, back again. So this is another Charlie Kirk's video I saw online. It said it's actually about border issues like migration issues and stuff. So even though she tries, the border battle is not up for debate. Okay, it's not up for debate. Okay, guys, let's check it out.
Hi, Mr. Kirk. How are you? So earlier in your speech, you said that 1 in 5 Americans, no, 1 in 5 people in this country will be illegal.
Yes.
In
3 years.
In 3 years. You
3
proposed
years. Why?
that securing our borders will help this situation, but I also think that our green card / citizenship process is a problem. So how do you suggest that we make it easier for people who want to get in this country legally to do that?
Okay.
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you. I agree with part of that.
selection?
I don't think, so there's this idea that we have to make it easier to get into the country. I probably agree with that. So I think that we should have a moratorium on immigration right now. I think we got to slow down. We have way too many people coming into America. We got to throttle back and digest the meal. We got to allow assimilation to happen.
What?
We have way too many people coming into America. Now, that's not saying legal immigration shouldn't go up again. I think it could be a phenomenal asset to America, and it has been a phenomenal asset. But many times in American history, specifically the 1950s and early 1960s, we ratcheted back to almost zero immigration into America. The reason is post-World War II. Of course, there was a lot of damage in other places, but there was plenty of people that wanted to come to America in the 1950s, a ton. Think about it. Europe is destroyed. But they said, we have a moral obligation to World War II veterans to make sure they have good wages, good jobs, and we're going to deliver for them. That was a moral argument, right? And so legal immigration should always be viewed through the prism. Does it benefit the country and the citizens that are already here? Currently, our legal immigration system is so messed up that we prioritize the people that don't share Western values, and we don't bring the people that could potentially share Western values. I'll give you an example. The best example of how our legal immigration system is messed up is Minneapolis. Have you been to Minneapolis in the last 5 years? It is unrecognizable. And when you come into this country and you have someone like Ilhan Omar that talks endlessly about how awful America is, despite being a beneficiary of the generosity and benevolence of America, I say there's something fundamentally wrong with that, right? Okay. Now, I contrast that with some amazing immigrants that come here legally that learn the pledge and they mesh beautifully into American society. So where's the balance? Right now, we have to slow down, throttle it back. We're doing things way too quickly. Our green card system has 1 million people coming in every single year. Instead, I want people that fit into the American experiment, fit into the story. And that's not a racial thing, by the way, at all, whatsoever. I believe that Cubans can make have and will make and do make the greatest Americans in America. It's not a racial thing. Instead, you look at it and say, wow, is this actually making America more free and fulfilling our obligation to our fellow countrymen? What I just said, I get attacked wildly for. I don't care. It's true, and someone needs to say it. And opening your borders, say anyone can come for any reason whatsoever, regardless if they speak the language, regardless if they agree with Western values, regardless of their belief in the Constitution, it's wrong. And it's destroying the country from within. It is. And you see it in Minneapolis. You have Ilhan Omar elected to public office. She is the mascot for an immigration moratorium. You see her, you're like, there's something wrong with that. She has nothing but negative, vile, mean things to say about America when she was rescued in a Kenyan refugee camp and brought in by our own benevolence. Guess what? Our generosity has been taken advantage over the last 20 years. It's time we put our citizens first. Thank you.
Okay. Nah, guys, I don't have any comments on this. Shit, I don't want to say anything, guys. Let me know what you think for yourself down in the comment section. See you guys in the next video.